Isiah Thomas is back in the Garden as he was brought in to run the New York Liberty, the WNBA. Isiah joining us now. Isiah, I got to admit, I thought it was a joke when I saw the headline. I was shocked. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I be shocked with this?
Well, I know how much you love the game, and I know how much you practice shooting. And for any of us that love the sport, and I just love basketball, Dan, and you know that. Whether it's a high school game, grade school game, I don't make it gender specific. So having the opportunity to work in basketball again, whether it be college or high school or the pros, I just love the game. I love being around it. I love talking about it. Now, if you should be shocked if I took a job and I was the manager of a baseball team.
Yeah.
But, as a basketball team, I just love it. So, that's my passion.
I guess not that you're back in the game, but just you're back in the building with this organization is what I think surprised me the most.
Well, when you say the building, and that's the when you say the building, what are you referring to in terms of the gym,
Well, just you're back, with Mr. Dolan, with it's still under the roof with the Knicks and Madison Square Garden. So that I don't know, it just didn't end well. And that's why I was surprised that you're back in the game and then back in Madison Square Garden.
Well, we play at Madison Square Garden, but the building that we are housed in, we're under the New York Liberty, I guess, basketball umbrella. So they're two different entities. However, we do welcome everyone to Madison Square Garden to come watch us play and to come watch the Liberty perform and play. Because then, back, and you were around when the game shifted. When Bird was playing and we were playing, the game really was about the below the rim game, the fundamentals, the shot fakes, and how pure a shooter you were, so forth and so on. The passing, the moving, the cutting. That was the beauty of the game. That was the way we described the game. And then Jordan came along, and we said that the game now is defined and described by how athletic you are and how high you can fly and jump. And his game was a beautiful game also. But I think what happened during that 15, 20-year period of time is that we started judging the women's game by that athleticism, that they need to be able to jump and dunk and fly in the air. Well, now the game has gone back to where Steph Curry is the MVP of our league, and we're talking about a San Antonio and a Golden State team and passing, moving, cutting, shot faking, and the pure shot is what's being recognized as the sanctity of the game right now. Well, that's the women's game.
Yeah.
The women's game play below the rim. They pass, they move, they cut. It's all about fundamentals. So, the beauty that I see in the women's game is basically the same that I'm watching now in the men's game, because the men's game is not defined by the dunk anymore.
What's the end game, though, for you? If I said that this is going to be the final job that you have, would you be – you're content with doing that? There's not an end game to get back with the Knicks?
I don't know I don't have an end game, so there's no agenda. My thing is basketball. I really love it. And this is what I've done since I was, 12, 13 years old. So I don't think any of us really know where we're going to be 5, 10 years from now. I mean, we just don't know. And I don't have an end game. I'm just trying to live, have fun, enjoy every day, and be happy. And and I hope the end game for all of us, Dan, is that we're all still involved in sports, and we still figuring out a way to talk about this game and earn a living off this
But
game.
as competitive as you are, Isiah, I just and there was unfinished business with the Knicks. It didn't end well. I would just think that there's something in you that says I can't leave my NBA career that way.
You know, we never get to write the ending. We only can live our life, and we can. So I honestly, Dan, and we've known each other for almost 30 years now. I don't have an end game. I just know where I'm at now with the Liberty. I'm excited about this opportunity. I'm excited about really exposing the women's game to an audience that I do believe that will appreciate how the women play basketball, because the way we judge men's basketball, if we judge women's basketball through the same lens and viewed it through the same perspective, I think they will come to appreciate the women's game just as much as they're appreciating the men's game now.
He's Isiah Thomas. He's the president of the New York Liberty, the WNBA, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Do you understand the irony that people have with the '07 sexual harassment suit at MSG, and then you're the president of the WNBA New York Liberty?
Well, as I've said, I've always maintained my innocence. I don't want to live in the past, but I do, and from a clarification standpoint, MSG made their statement, and it's that suit, whatever the findings were against MSG, there were no findings against myself, and I've always said the allegations are false. MSG has said the allegations are false. And, that's all you can do is just really just tell the truth. And the truth about it was MSG was fined liable or whatever the judge ruled about MSG. And there were no findings against myself. I've worked in the NC2A. I've worked for Turner and NBA TV now, and now with the WNBA. And I think when people really take a step back and really just read through all the minutia that's kind of been put out over the last couple of years, these four institutions that I'm working with now have read through it, looked at it, and said, okay, well, these are the facts, and they deal with the facts.
But do you wish that
they don't deal with the rumors and?
Do you wish that hadn't? Do you wish that they hadn't settled, Isiah? Because it paints you as the bad guy.
Well, no, Dan. The jury, and I don't want to get into this again. The jury made its findings, and the jury said what they said, and now other people have more or less painted me as the bad guy.
Yeah,
but that wasn't what the jury found.
Good luck with this. Next time you're on,
So when people say that
what?
Go ahead.
Next time you're on, we'll talk basketball. Yeah, next time you're on, we'll talk basketball.
Well, I hope we could continue to talk Liberty basketball, and thank you.
All right, Isiah, good luck. Thank you for joining us. Isiah Thomas, the president, WNBA.